Alright, so what's good, Prez P, man?
It's fine.
Chilling, man. I appreciate you letting me interview you. I know you probably got a tough schedule.
Thanks for having me.
Nah, man. So I guess, the biggest thing that people want to know, who is Prez P?
Prez P. I'm Haitian American, Miami born and raised, young legend, man, young OG, you know?
Yeah.
Rapper, songwriter, everything, you know?
I was thinking, since Jack not in charge of I'm not in charge of Twitter no more. It's X now.
Yeah, it's X.
We might as well reach out to Elon Musk, see if we can get the Prez P show the name. Get the name Prez P show, because I know you was.
That used to be my old joint, the Prez P show. I was so viral on that fucking
a lot
page.
of people know you about Prez P be camping, but they don't know that you the Prez P show.
The Prez P show. That's my old joint. I used to go crazy. Twitter, I always had Twitter since this shit first started. And I love that shit more than all the other social medias.
Nah, I went back and I seen that you've since 20. I mean, on your current one, it's since 20. You've had it since 2010, but you had for me, you've had an influence on me for a while. Where did your influence on the influence on music come from?
Music shit. I always just love rap.
Yeah.
I always love music. Period. Like my parents, they always had records.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I grew up always being the one. Like my dad would tell me to change this record to that record. You know what I'm saying? It'd be Lionel Richie, Whitney Houston, whatever.
Damn.
But it's funny, in my household, it wasn't ever hip hop. My dad ain't like rap. He used to know rap was gangsters, at that time. So, my cousins, you know what I mean, freestyling with my cousins, shit like that. It was, and then just as I grew, just my homeboys was the same way too. A lot of my dogs played sports, and I never really played no sports, so music was my thing.
Yeah. So.
And I got all of them involved in music through my love for it. You know what I'm saying?
Is that where? Because I remember listening to an interview. You said that's BG. You brought up BG. That's how you know.
Yeah, BG.
You remember that song?
Man,
what song it was that you was rapping over?
It was Chopper City. It was the whole Chopper City album. My boys. It's crazy. It happened in church. Running around the church. Somebody take their mom car keys and they have the mom car keys, and we just in the car jamming the music. And it was BG and them, Cash Money, Juvenile. They really was early on in my life that made me want to rap. Looking at them doing it and shit, and No Limit, and you know what I mean? That shit was just always inspiring. And then growing up, in middle school, Cash Money recording on Miami, you know what I'm saying? I used to walk home.
And that's the crazy, right?
Yeah,
Circle House, right?
We could go right here. It ain't even just Circle House, Hit Factory.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Audio Vision, all them shits. And I end up recording at those places growing up. My first, Dreams to See Die, I did it. Not the Ambiance, I did it right there at Audio Vision.
Damn.
Presidential, I did it at Circle House.
Damn.
And growing up, people like Lunch Money, that's just people.
Yeah,
shit,
that's people.
You know what I mean?
So, I think that's
It's just the homies. Growing up, music was always around. I used to walk home from school and see Cash Money.
Damn.
You know what I mean? I used to, and Cool and Dre grew up on the other Ave than me. Damn. I was on 121st and 2nd. They was on 121st and 2nd on the other side.
Damn.
And I used to see Fat Joe, fucking Mariah Carey, Khaled, everybody, Weezy, on my block.
Damn.
You feel me? But it was a studio.
Yeah.
In and out, you just every time the door opened, you just hearing that bass. And I think over time, that's just what influenced me, kept me on it. I saw it firsthand. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I had a relative of mine who passed away. Also, he passed away right here. We just passed when he died on 6th Ave. He was into compa. He used to manage compa acts and shit like that. So growing up, it's just music. It always been a part of my life somehow. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I even know. I mean, for me too. I noticed that you're for me, you have a big influence on. I feel like your influence. You smoking now. I feel Wiz and Currency.
Oh, yeah.
That's the vibe I get from your music.
Facts.
I mean, I know people don't like to be compared, but I feel like I'd even throw Larry June on there. I get that vibe when I listen to your songs.
That's my auntie.
You could play. You want to turn down the block?
I'm not sure gonna stop me. It's gonna bother me about something right now. Yeah, shit. Wiz and Currency and all of them, when they were on the come up, I feel like we was on the come up too in Miami. You
Yeah,
feel me?
yeah.
And
That's
a lot of the
era.
shit that we used to do, like trying to get on blogs and trying to go on tours and travel for music and shit, they was doing it too, but on their level, you know what I mean? So of course, like, they influence us there because we smoke weed just like them.
Yeah.
I always smoked weed, like, since freaking 11th grade I've been smoking weed. And then these niggas was rapping about the weed, like, on the level of smoking it. Before that, it was just like, if you was rapping about drugs, you was selling it. You feel me? So when they starting to break down the whole lifestyle of it,
they
putting
turn
in the music on that level, it just turned me up too, because I was on that same tip, like, just rapping about what we was doing every day. You feel me? To my little cousins and my little homies, they love what we was doing every day. So when they start hearing about it in the music, that's what just kept us going. We was like on that party vibe, that 7-day weekend lifestyle, you know what I'm saying? Like living every day like it's the weekend. And it's because of Miami. You feel me? Like, that shit just natural for us. So we started putting in the music, and that shit, it just helped. You know what I mean? I met all them boys too. Smoked weed with all them boys. Yeah, over my career, just going to shows, meeting niggas, going. I done smoked weed with Wiz in Atlanta, Magic City. Just us and Wiz in the club, late. You know what I mean? Like shit like that. So.
But I always hear Wiz. He got that type of vibe where people don't really. He don't really bother people too much. So.
He a smoker, man. Niggas like our own space. You feel me? If I can smoke somewhere, I will. If I can't, I probably won't even be there. You feel me?
That's true.
We be in our own vibe. That's just the way it is.
So, we on the east side now. You grew up on the west side, you know.
Nah, I grew up on the east side. I grew up on Northeast 2nd, but if you look at the map of it, that's a few blocks away from the west.
Okay.
The elementary school I went to was Gratney Elementary.
Okay, that's
From Gratney Elementary, you're gonna go to Thomas Jefferson if you live on the west side, or North Miami Middle. And my mom wouldn't let me go to Thomas Jefferson because my cousins was there. That shit was a bad school.
TJ always had a bad.
Yeah, but I wanted to go to TJ, but she didn't want me to go there, so I went to North Miami Middle. But that was also a good thing for me too, because it's still the same culture. It's still souls. It's still love. I still had hella family at that shit, and I used to walk right here at West Dixie all the way down to the crib, right down the street every day. That's where you'll see it. You keep walking further, go look to the left. That's all the studios. And we used to book right here, Audio Vision. Overnight, you feel me? 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Every night in the studio working. Crazy shit. Yeah, for sure.
And you said your mom was Whitney Houston, and you used to listen to a lot of gospel music. Is there other people you used to listen to?
Bob Marley in the house. My dad had like a lot of records growing up. Like that was the shit. Like I just remember listening to soul music, Anita Baker. You know, the same things I end up hearing now on samples. And it's like, I remember this was somewhere. I'm trying to hear it, you know what I mean? And then they click later on, like a year later, that was that old school song.
That's how it is for me. Like me, I mean, even before we even started recording, like I'm listening to Sade. I like just soothing music, stuff I could just chill to, you know? And it makes sense, you know, you listen to a lot of old school music, they got more soul. And you know you're a smoker, so it's kind of like
like it go right into the music.
Right into the music that you make.
My shit is for the women. You feel me? Definitely for the homies, but shit, invite some girls over, light some weed up. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody, music is different. Some people got that shit that's for the club. My shit might be for the ride on the way to the club. You feel me? My shit might be on your way to work that day. I got that smooth shit, or you know, it's just I make different vibes. It just go off of like how I feel when the beat turns on. And I try not to like I try to challenge myself with everything I make. So if I hear a beat, I'm not gonna run away from it just because I never really rapped on that type of beat. So I'm gonna try to rap on it, you feel me? And those usually be the ones that you just naturally end up crazy shit happening off of them, you know what I'm saying?
That's interesting though, because you know a lot of people, you know, you got a lot of people like, you know, for example, like the Baby, or the Baby, for example, great example, the Baby. They always say that he raps on the same beat. He has the same flow, you know.
Because with that's your sound. When you got your own sound,
you gonna stick to it.
Especially if it works. If it got you rich, you're gonna have to stay on it. It's like that's a part of your consistency. But when you switch it up, that's a part of your versatility as an artist. You feel me? Like he could put that flow on any kind of song now, and it's gonna work because that's his sound. You feel me? It's just like with acting, like. You know Denzel ain't gonna take any role. You know what I mean? Denzel gonna give you what he give you. You feel me? Like that's just his vibe. And it's the same with music. It's the same with just creation. Period. Even with art, like painting. You feel me? Basquiat had his own style.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like everybody got their own style. Niggas making sculptures, they got their own style. They only fuck with marble.
Yeah.
It's the same thing, but you don't really want to get stuck in one thing too. Like, you know what I mean? So I just like to have versatility because I could make it work in different ways. You feel me? If I get a #1 song like this, I could get a #1 song like that.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
That's a good way to see it.
Yeah, and I could feature with anybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you know what they gonna bring to the table. You call Snoop for a song, you know what Snoop gonna do.
You gonna do the same thing. So, you know, us living in Miami, we are, you know, growing up, you listen to a lot of juking music, a lot of, you know, vibing music where you vibing to. I never knew. I think his name. I think it's YG that made Tooted and Booted.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I think was it you?
We did that. Suited and Looted.
That's the first time I heard you, but I didn't know it was the He's Going In mixtape.
Yeah. Shout out to Fresh and them boys.
So I was like, damn, who the hell is this?
Yeah, a lot of people heard me early on that too. Yeah, that's the power of remixing.
Yeah,
I get that from Weezy.
Yeah,
I get that from Weezy. You might not even know who the original song is.
Yeah, I didn't know who I thought they was biting off.
Yeah, shit. A lot of people did it at that time. Cause when we did it, like I said, like that's when Wiz and all of them boys was popping. So the internet was different. Like the climate of music was different. A nigga put out a song and that shit, like before it even hit the radio and all that, niggas heard that shit. Like we was listening to music early. So when I heard it early, I rapped on it early too. Yeah. So his shit might have came out December. My shit came out January.
Yeah, and I was like, damn, bro, this shit's so hard.
Yeah, Suited and Looted.
I'm not even a smoker.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? Yeah. That shit came out like what, 09?
Yeah,
I'm only 12 years old.
Yeah, that's the North Miami shit. Like, even without trying, I still throw North Miami and everything because that's what raised me. You feel me? Like, what we on is getting money. So it's with me, it's smoking and getting money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they think smoking is a bad thing. Like, growing up, smoking was bad, bro. Like, niggas wasn't smoking weed. You feel me? Like, you was a bum if you smoked.
A lot of old
now it's a rich nigga thing. You feel me? So it's different. Like, so Zooted and Looted, that's what that was. We was smoking and getting money. Shout out to the camp. You already know.
And speaking on the camp, man, how did that come about, that collective? I think y'all was like because during the time, and that is gonna go into another question. I'll ask this question first. Like, I guess as far as the camp, you know, a lot of people don't work together. I just talk about like I guess the come up and just the camp itself. You
gotta be a brotherhood. 9 niggas rapping together, 7 niggas rapping. It really was 9 of us, but not everybody rapped. So it's a lot of us, but we grew up together really like in North Miami in different schools though.
Yeah.
And me and Faye, we grew up together the most. My dad and his dad is like best friends growing up. So me and Faye knew each other since birth. Faye cousin was Jeff, another nigga we grew up since birth. Lucci, Jay Benjamin, Flacco Paco, they all went to high school with Faye and they played basketball together. So them boys was like this. They won championships at that school, Northwest Christian on the west side. It's a private school. I was gonna go to that private school too, and I was like, hell no at the time. Like, I don't want to go to a private school. I'm going to North Miami. You feel me? So I'm doing my thing at North Miami. Them boys at that school, we had a homeboy at Norland, a homeboy at Carroll City, a homeboy at Central. Yeah. And like, if you think about the demographic of those schools and where they at, that's a big amount of space of people to know. You feel me? As far as networking goes. So during the week it was school, and after that we was mingling and going to I was going to parties at all those schools. Damn. You feel me? Like for years, because we not all the same age either. So niggas was in middle school when we was doing high school shit. Then when they got to high school, we was, you know what I mean? So we was homeboys. We all grew up together. We all played sports together, chilled together. We be at each other's house all day and night, you know what I mean? And then we just started making music. And like I said, music changed. Like, it stopped being about going and book studio time, and it's like you could have a studio at the crib. Yeah. And we had a crib in North Miami right here off of 143rd. And we had 5 studios in the house. Damn. So we was making music every day, bro.
And there was different beats in every.
And it was so crazy. We had a pool in the back of the house. So if a nigga get on Twitter and be like, I'm about to hop in the pool, 30 minutes later, it's 20, 30 people at the crib hopping in the pool too. Yeah. So we used to throw pool parties every other day, like all the time. Yeah. And when we got the pool party, we giving the music out. We smoked out. You know what I mean? We vibing. It's just that's how we built our community in Miami. Like everybody knew, like the camp. It's a whole crew of niggas. If you throwing a party, invite them boys. They're gonna bring at least 50 people with them. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what it was. It was lit growing up, bro. I'm telling you. We grew up fast, but
yeah. So I guess that's the part of the whole, 7 days.
Yeah, 7-day weekend, 7-day vacay. Like it grew. It went from just living a weekend lifestyle to living a whole entire vacay lifestyle. Like living life, no stress. Like, you know what I mean? Well, it's what come with it. So that's just what the vibe was. Yeah, that's the branding. You know what I mean? Yeah. We understood early what a brand was.
Yeah, but you know, during that time, a lot of people don't even know that, especially down here. You know, and that's gonna be the follow-up question, because we don't have, if they are still around, they're around, but we don't have, like, the po' boys. We don't have the same. We don't have labels down here.
They done pivoted. You feel me? Like, you'll think of po' boy, you'll think of E-Class, you'll think of early on Khaled, you know what I mean, early Rick Ross.
Yeah.
But everybody done pivoted to business. Niggas got restaurants.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? It's finger lickings and shit. You know what I mean? Slip and slide done took it to different levels. Everybody doing different shit. So it's kind of what's supposed to happen. But I think, like, Miami just it's such a variety of people, bro. Like, we're really a melting pot, bro, when you look at this shit. Like, there's so much culture down here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's hard to grab all that culture and make it work. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, that's the hardest part about this shit. And everybody know, like, hip-hop just turned 50 years old, bro. Like, it's still relatively young. Yeah. You feel me? If hip-hop turned 50 out of all them New York niggas that was doing it, now them boys in their 40s and 50s.
Yeah, that's true.
The people that's in Miami, we still in our 20s and 30s. You feel me? We still babies to this shit. So I always look at it like that too. We got a lot of room to grow. You feel me? And like, I always preach it. Everybody know, bro. Like I said, we was watching niggas like Currency, Wiz Khalifa, Lil Wayne. We was watching them build brands while we was trying to come up. So I always looked at them as like examples of how to do this shit. You feel me? So I preach it to all the artists that I rock with in Miami while we was coming up. Like, brand yourself, bro. Make sure, you an artist. You got to separate you and that artist, bro. Your artistry is the business. Like, you got to look at it like that. And I always had that mindset. You feel me? So I don't know. I think that's what always kept me afloat with this shit, because I've been doing it for a minute, bro.
So you had a lot of projects, during that time making music. Mm-hmm. When did why did you decide to go solo, and then what made you go solo?
Like I said, bro, music was always my thing. You feel me? I made my homeboys really want to do this shit.
So
they want to. They still love music too. It's in us. We all really talented at this shit.
Yeah.
Everybody can't just make a song, bro. Like, it's a gift. Like, I've been in the studio with people that don't do music, and they just there just chilling, and they amazed at me making music. Yeah. Like, they can't believe I just did that. Like, I didn't come here with this rap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But in 20-30 minutes, I done rapped. And they like, damn, bro, like, you got to know this is a real talent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And all them boys got that talent. We all got it. But, of course, bro, growing up, you know what I'm saying, maturing, you feel me? This music shit ain't for everybody.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It ain't like it's something you got to really want more than anything.
Yeah.
You feel me? And then God gonna make sure he bless you in a way where it's like you always in the right place. Or your shit always get mentioned around the right people. You feel me? But you gotta want this shit, and I always wanted this. Since 3rd grade, nigga, I was telling my boys, like, bruh, fuck this school shit, nigga. We gonna be rappers, like, we gonna be lit. We don't need, you know what I mean? And they'll tell you that. So, it wasn't like a thing of me going solo. I just kept going. Like, I always had music. I make so much music, bruh, especially back then. I have so much shit, like things that's still coming out now that people are hearing today, and they're like, "Dog, this shit's so fire." I'm like, "Bro, this shit's 7 years old."
That goes back to the timeless conversation.
Yeah, you gotta make this timeless music, bro. That's what I always been on. So, in 2012, we was at a place like with the camp. We was gonna open up at Howard Homecoming, and we ended up stopped rapping at that same time. So we ended up not going to that show. That year, Drake came out. If we would have came out that year, our whole shit would have been. It could have been on. We could have been on some worldwide shit since then. But I never looked at it like I lost anything. You feel me? Like, who knows what really could have happened? You feel me? So I just kept going, and like that year it was 12, 12, 12. Like, it was 2012. I was like, it's so perfect for the time of when I need to drop some shit. Like, my birthday is the 10th, and the 12th it was coming out. So I'm like, yeah, we dropping that. We doing it. It's dreams to see die. That's been my mentality since, the inception of this shit. So I just kept going. I just kept dropping shit. I never really stopped dropping. It's just you know, with it's consistency. You got to keep going, and it's like I would do it where it's like, if I go out and somebody asks me, "Dang, you still doing the music thing?" Oh yeah, I'm dropping something next week.
Yeah.
Like, if somebody asks me, yeah, I'm gonna drop something next week. Every time somebody asks me,
so
I was dropping it. You feel me? Yeah. So it's just about consistency. It wasn't like no breakup, because I'm still with the boys. We chill every day. Damn. We still best friends. Like, we brothers, bro. Now niggas is older. Niggas got kids. Niggas is in their fields. Niggas is, you know, doing different things. But all in all, it's still like, they still support me. I still love them boys. It wasn't no breakup. It was just a continuing thing. Yeah. You know what I mean? You grew up during the time of the, you know, the blog era versus now. Hell yeah. What's the difference you've seen, and do you think it's a positive difference to the kids that making music now as opposed to when you're making music then? Or? I feel like it's a little bit of both, because blogs was a way to like keep your history. You know what I mean? Like, you can always pull up an article, even now. Like, even the blogs that don't exist no more, I still got all those articles. You know what I mean? I still got photos of it where I can print them out. You know what I mean? It's just like how we used to have newspaper, and then it went to TV. Yeah, that's true. And then, you know, it's just evolution. Now it's Instagram. Now blogs is posting just a post or a story, or, you know what I mean? But people still feed into it. They still see it, and it still get to everybody. That's what it's about. Labels now, the labels that we have now, the labels themselves are media outlets. Hell yeah, they had to change, because when the blog era took off, the labels kind of ain't know what to do no more. The internet was so big, like, it came and it was like a quick thing that happened, bro, where everything became at people's fingertips. Things that labels was paying thousands of dollars to get they artists on the biggest spots on these, you know what I mean? So they had to adjust, and they had to, you know, redo their whole entire system basically to adjust to what the consumer was on, because that's what really changed. Like, the consumer got their music instantly, and then the artist was able to make music instantly and drop that bitch instantly. You feel me? So shit changed, and everything had to adjust. The whole world had to. We still adjusting, because it's still like how artists don't get paid well from streaming now. That's gonna change soon. Like, it's not gonna stay like that. You feel me? Like, the game is gonna keep evolving. That's what it do. And as an artist, you gotta know how to evolve with them too. You gotta adjust to it too. You know what I mean? With that question, I mean, you know, when it comes to making music, because, you know, since we live in a microwave era, like, sometimes it takes someone, you know, 2-3 months to put a good project out, and it takes the consumer an hour to listen to it, and that's it. Like, do you feel like, and they're like, oh, what's the next tape? Or, like, for example, you watch your favorite show, you know, it takes them a year to produce it, and people consume it and people watch it in a whole day. One sitting. Binge watching it. Do you feel like, I guess that too, you know, makes people, because since we're living in like a microwave era, it's definitely like, it's two sides to it. You know what I mean? Like, as an artist, you gotta be able to, like I said, adjust, and you gotta make that music that's timeless still. You feel me? Like, I try hard to make, not even try hard, because it's like more of like what I like anyways. Like, the music I listen to myself, like the music I'm gravitating to myself, like, it's the timeless music. It's the shit that make you feel something. It ain't just a quick single, you know what I mean? And ain't nothing wrong with no quick singles, because at the same time, they just matching what the world is. You feel me? True. Even like a Sexy Red, people don't really get it, just like they didn't get Kodak. That's true. You know what I mean? Kodak was like the epitome of Florida in a person. You know what I mean? Like, he literally that. He represented every, you know, Jacksonville, Duval, Orlando, Miami. City Girls, the same thing. Like, when you represent a lifestyle and you can put it into the music, that shit ain't never gonna go nowhere. That's because it matters to the people. You feel me? And sometimes that shit get looked at like, damn, these people just putting out bullshit. But if it was bullshit, a little 2-year-old wouldn't be dancing to it, and an elderly person wouldn't be dancing to it. That ain't bullshit. It's just relatable. Like, and that's what timeless music is, bro. Even if it's a one-hit wonder, you feel me? It's still for a moment. You know what I mean? Like, I think I was watching some shit the other day. Like, you know, I stay watching podcasts. I watch podcasts and shit more than I listen to music sometimes. And they was talking about how things just ain't been like coming out and being moments anymore. You feel me? Like a song really back in the days was a moment. The video was a moment.
Yeah, exactly.
Like when Busta Rhymes dropped the video, you remember that shit to the end of your days, bro. Like that shit was bright, vibrant, colorful. You feel me? Like people ain't really doing that no more. So whenever I hear those conversations, I always remember to just go back in the studio and keep making like this timeless shit, because it's definitely needed, bro. Even with all the microwave shit that's around, that real shit never gonna not make sense, bro. Like it's like a drug, bro. Like a good drug, it's gonna do what it do. Like if your weed fire, it's fire, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
Period. Like even if you're not a smoker, you getting secondhand high right now off my weed. Bro. So it's like, if it's good, it's good. You feel me? And I just try to make quality shit, bro. Quality over quantity. But then on top of that, I'm still making a lot of it too. So you gotta keep going.
You gotta keep going. I guess since we still on music, who down here, I guess you can give me like a good 5 that you know people should be on the lookout for. Artists down here in Miami, or just South Florida in general.
It's a lot of fucking people down here that people should be looking out for, bro. But I don't even know if all these niggas still make music.
You'd be surprised, man.
Dog, it's a lot of people. Bushy B is one of them. 12lin, he's one of them. Philo B is still my favorite nigga from the crib. That's my boy Philo. But Philo making grills and shit now. Y'all should get y'all grills from Philo. It's a lot of people, bro. There's plenty of people. My nigga Dreadzo. My nigga Heavy Game from the crib too. There's a lot of people. Ball Greasy still.
Ball Greasy is
I'm still on Ball Greasy trail. He's still making that shit.
Ball Greasy.
Billy Blue.
But those are like the four-headed monster. Ball Greasy, Billy Blue, Iceberg.
Bird is one of them for sure. That's why I say Bushy B. He coming right up under Bird. It's a lot of people, bro. There's a lot of girls rapping now too. Chrissy Celeste.
Chrissy, I love Chrissy.
Tiara Chanice, No Sweats.
No Sweats is up.
I dropped some shit with her recently too.
You got any music with Soldier Living True?
That's my dog. We ain't made no song yet, but we've been in the studio recently. A few times. That's my nigga too. Soldier Living True.
Me, I got Soldier Living True. I'm not gonna lie. I know a lot of people gonna follow me for this. They're gonna be like, damn, I should be. I put Soldier Living True as #1 coming out the crib.
He represent this shit. Hell yeah. I ain't mad at that at all. If they could be mad at that, they gotta tell you why, bro.
Cause I ain't gonna lie, it's
I fuck with Soldier Living True.
It's some realness to it, and I can always go back to it. And the thing is, he from Kelsey. It don't sound like he from Kelsey.
Shout out to him, Chief Pound, all them boys over there fighting. I fuck with Soldier Living True. We gotta do some shit, but we've been in the studio recently though. My nigga Watch Sharif.
Oh okay. Even like you got other people down here too that may not rap. You got like 8 Ball. 8 Ball is like, to me,
I got some shit coming out with him too. A new single.
I
think he said it's coming soon. Me and Lil Champ Foy, we on that shit.
You was a part of his first mixtape, right?
Hell yeah. 8 Ball, my nigga. 8 Ball always show love. He got SoundCloud on lock. He been doing this thing. He like a executive. He like Suge Knight.
Literally, dog. But that's the one person. I told him that too. I interviewed him a couple weeks ago. I told him, man, you're somebody I respect down here in the music scene. But he was like, man, I appreciate it coming from you, because there's some people that I'll sit with them, they my dogs, and they won't even tell me because they got too much pride. You'll get that a lot, bro. And then the reason why that happens, bro, is because, like I said, bro, we still hella young in this shit. So this shit is like a thing that's up for grabs for anyone, really. So everybody kind of working with like a chip on their shoulder, bro. Like, they don't want to give the next nigga too much, because they in this shit too, you feel me? It's the same thing with support. Like, this person ain't really gonna post your shit because they cousin rap, and they ain't really been putting their cousin shit up like they putting yours up. So then it's gonna look like, damn.
You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta kind of understand it to a certain level. So that's how when it's like real love, and if somebody really showing you that love, it come off weird, because we don't really get that shit down here. It's really like a free for all down here, bro, and it's not developed down here. You feel me? Like, it's very underdeveloped, like compared to other cities and shit. You know what I mean?
I've heard that they say like, every 10 years someone find Miami blows.
And it's crazy that it's like that, because it should be way more. It's so much motherfuckers doing this shit. You know what I mean?
But that's true. I guess blowing is subjective. we had Denzel.
Yo, hell yeah. Shout
and
out to Curry.
You was early on
That's
Denzel.
my nigga.
You was early on Denzel Curry.
Everybody know Curry's my boy. I done seen Curry pack out a show in England, bro. Like, early. The show is at 8 o'clock, and it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and there's fucking 400 kids wrapped around the corner for this shit in England. Like, the man do shows. He done did shows in Australia, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it was like, he came from that Raider Clan era. So, niggas didn't even understand what was going on at that time. Like, Space Ghost Perp and Raider Clan was moving how Odd Future and Travis,
and I was just about to say that
Travis Scott or fucking ASAP Rocky, like, them boys moving like that.
Yeah.
But for Miami. They was on that circuit doing shows, doing Coachella. Them boys did shit that people don't even realize that they did coming from the crib. So Curry was just right on in with it. Like, just like how X, RIP to X, you know what I mean? All them boys, Ski Master, Slump God,
Lil Pump,
you know what I mean? All them boys, they all was from that era. Puya, all them young boys. Like, they was right there doing it right when we was doing it. It was just so much going on. Like, the labels was here. They was looking. They was grabbing a couple people. But like I said, when niggas is young and the shit just was too fresh. And a lot of people don't know what decisions to make because it's so brand new. You do one thing and it could have been the worst thing you could have did. You feel me? So for the people that did get out at that time, it's good that they did it. And people think like niggas fell off and nigga Lil Pump just sold his crib for like 20 M's.
I just seen that. Yeah, that's crazy.
I don't know what falling off is. I don't know. But you know, it's just the way it is. Like, we young down here, bro. Florida's still early with it. But when it do what it do, like a nigga from Florida get to push through, they always do big.
That's true.
Always. Because we the realest shit. Like, everybody want to be here. Everybody come here to vacation. Everybody. And it's going on 24 hours a day, 365. You could come down here. So, it is what it is. They know. Florida got it.
What's your... It ain't enough Miami if there's no car accident, dog.
No, never. You know it's bad driving over here.
What is like your why, like your pivot? What made you, like, what's something that, you know, because we was talking earlier how you said like you feel like you haven't gone like to the, you know, streaming wise like national, but you felt, I mean, down here in Miami, you already got that unlocked. Yeah. What's your pivot or what's your why, I guess, in a sense like that?
Like the reason why?
Yeah, the reason why you keep going.
Oh yeah, to reach that level. It's like, this is life, bro. Like, I be feeling like every day I wake up, bro, like it could be 1,000 times better. You know what I mean? Like, as long as I open my eyes and breathe, bro, I got a chance. You feel me? And my days do get better. My months get better month to month. It just be up and down with this music shit. But it just keeps going. And I know for a fact, the fact that it keep going is going to keep evolving.
Yeah, that's true.
You feel me? And the more I put into it, the more I'm going to get out of it. So, like I said, like I had those moments. I had those spurts that it felt like, dog, is this shit real? You know what I mean? Like, but those feelings don't ever go away because they can always happen. And it's going to happen in different ways. You feel me? So that's what really keep it going. Knowing that every day it could be some new shit. And it do be like that, you know?
All right.
That's that motivation.
I got, you know, two more questions to ask you. I feel like this probably going to be, it may not be your toughest question. So if you could start, bench, and drop the Ambiance, 305 Degrees, and Sunshine, or Dream Succeed Die.
Damn,
which one would you start, bench, and drop?
Why would you do that, bro? That's hard, bro. I would have to start Dream Succeed Die.
Okay,
because that's the beginning. Yeah. That's what the first 3 point. You know what I mean? What was the other ones?
The Ambiance.
Oh, nah. So what's the option? Start,
bench, drop.
Damn, I gotta bring the Ambiance off the bench.
Bro?
Hell yeah. That album was too special, bro. Like 305 Degrees in the Sunshine was a moment, bro. Definitely. Shout out to McFly. You know what I'm saying? That shit was definitely a great album I put out. And we did record it kind of like that too, but the Ambiance, we recorded that shit in one place. Like, one studio, bro.
That makes sense too, since that
shit
was the Ambiance too.
That shit was different. I don't even know how to get back in that bag, bro. That's why I ain't never make an Ambiance 2. Like, to do that, I gotta go back to that studio, you know what I mean? Get everybody who, you know what I mean? So that shit is a moment in time. So
what's your favorite song on Ambiance?
Never Love Him.
Yeah.
That album, dog. That album, trust me, that album's crazy. So I can't throw that out.
I like So Rare. That's my
Good one.
It's probably maybe because maybe the sample, but I love So Rare. Like I always catch myself maybe a couple times a month going back.
That's my dog favorite songs. He stay jamming that shit too. Hell yeah.
I usually go back to that.
Even down to that cover.
Yeah,
that cover is ridiculous, bro. Shout out my nigga Uncle Luke. Like, we took that picture with a broken camera. That's why it gave that glare. So that glare, you know, shit that he created, it was really something a part of the picture. Like, and then he edited around it. You know what I mean? Made it even crazier.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I guess
I'm serious.
The last thing I want to ask you is just your opinion on the current state of Miami. Just music wise, you know, a lot of people down here, that's one of the big questions, why nobody's blowing from Miami, why there's, you know, why is, you know, Broward is pushing out a lot of talent, you know, having Kodak being the forefront of that and having a lot of people from Broward, but why isn't the Miami scene blowing like that?
It's not our time yet, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
That's what most I could say. I guess it's not our time, but at the same time, it's always Miami time, bro.
Yeah.
You feel me? We could do it at any moment of the year. While it's snowing in these other places, we still could party. You feel me? We still could drop them feel-good songs. So I guess it's just about timing, you know what I mean? I know they always say it's every 10 years, whatever, but that don't matter because, shit, you saw City Girls blow up. They still doing their thing. Fucking, it's always somebody doing it, and it's always a vibe here. So I guess it's just about timing.
Yeah.
It's just about timing. As long as we keep working, it's going to do what it do. You know what I mean? I'm going to keep working. I'm always working. I always got some shit coming. So as long as people keep going and keep giving the people this music, something going to hit. You feel me?
Exactly.
Yeah. And it's enough artists, bro. Like, everybody got to get their brands all the way together, get the music behind that, and get the people. Get your crowd, get your, you know what I mean? We could share these people now. It's enough people in Florida alone. But Miami got people. We got whole South Miami niggas don't even tap into it so much.
People from down south.
You know what I mean? Like Mike Smith. All them
people.
It's a lot of niggas doing their thing. So it's like Miami's bigger than just what we think we looking at. You feel me? And shout out to Broward for sure, because I got family in Pompano, you feel me? Deerfield.
Yeah.
Like, I'm glad Kodak do what he do. I'm glad there's so much niggas doing it. All the way up to Florida, Jacksonville, Tampa. Niggas like Rod Wave.
Yeah.
Come on, like, Florida always gonna be straight.
Rod Wave's from Florida.
Florida gonna be. Florida always got somebody hitting hard from this shit.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's the truth. That's the truth.
It's just about it being Miami's time. Miami is Miami, bro. It's one part. You feel me?
Yeah.
Florida's huge.
Exactly.
It's about timing. You feel me? Hopefully they peep game on what I got going, because I always got some fun shit.
You got a lot. But that's another thing too. Like, you subtle with it, you humble with it. Like, you have records with everybody. Like I said, the last efforts on with Bushy B on that song Pressure, you know. So
and Toffee. Shout out my nigga Toffee. Hell yeah. I'ma always do that though, because I know it's always raw niggas in the crib that people sleeping on.
Yeah.
And they think we don't rock with each other, but we all fuck with each other. It's just about meeting at the studio and finding that good song and finding that good beat and just working. Cause we all support each other. It's like our era of the music where it's like before people would be more standoffish or they don't really fuck with each other. We ain't really doing that with our era. Like, all the way from niggas like Zoe Dollars, niggas like Tafia, like, we all fuck with each other and we all support each other. And it ain't always about posting a picture or posting somebody music or nothing like that. It's just
that's the time we
camaraderie.
Live. If you ain't post no picture, it
ain't never happen. Yeah, so, for sure. I done been in some shit though. I done been around, and everywhere I go, I rep Florida, bro. So niggas know what time it is.
Man, to talk about where everybody could find you at.
Oh yeah, get with me, man. Prez P _B camping. You already know on all the socials. Thecampsite.com. Hit YouTube, Prez P. Man, yeah, y'all gonna find me. Y'all gonna see what it is. A lot of work, man.
I appreciate you for letting me interview you.
Hell yeah. Thanks for having me.
It's to come Miami. Yeah. We out.